This is an original Xbox that not only has a custom paint job, but has also been modified internally. First, let's admire the beautiful craftsmanship externally. At first glance, one may think this is the Halo Combat Evolved limited edition transparent green Xbox console. But it is instead an original black Xbox painted in a custom green color with a beautiful and striking modified Xbox logo in the center that is similar to the Halo limited edition Xbox console. Even the gills have been covered in the custom green paint, and the bottom looks as though the console came straight from the factory. This gorgeous custom Xbox was modified by a user named Retro Modification. With the console came a transparent green Xbox Controller S that has a modified Xbox logo in the center, resembling the one found on the custom Xbox console it came with. All of the buttons seem to pop out more than the original design of the Controller S, and the joysticks feel pretty new and joyful. The green on the controller isn't the same shade of green as the console. But really, all is forgiven once you know what this console possesses inside. A hint can be seen once you turn it around and look at it from the back. There is an HDMI port held in by a 3D printed bracket, replacing the original analog port. In short, this is a true high-definition modification that operates off of the Xbox's graphics processing unit. In the past, on a different original Xbox of mine, I purchased a converter cord that allows users to plug in an HDMI cord from the converter into their monitor, but the visuals suffer as that is not a pure digital display. But with this HD Plus mod chip installed, I'm able to enjoy my favorite Xbox games in an unadulterated digital form. And there may not be a PC version available or supported all of these years later, hindering the ability to experience a true digital output. Games such as Mace, Griffin, Bounty Hunter look cleaner, and I believe the lighting is better emphasized in this game than the converter cable I've used with the other Xbox. It's been discussed that Xboxes manufactured in the year of 2003 may display grainy lines across the screen if you use those converter cords. An Xbox installed with an HD Plus mod chip will not show those screen artifacts despite the year the Xbox was manufactured. Now the question can come up, why would you buy an HD modded Xbox? Certainly those who grew up with the original Xbox and want to experience fantastic and memorable games in a more genuine high definition this go around, instead of using a converter cord, are likely the ones who will purchase these modified chips or modified Xboxes. But my answer as to why you should consider buying an HD modded Xbox is because the original Xbox seems to have had some forward thinking in the game's visual continuity, going up to 1080i resolution at the time. Therefore, a high definition mod chip plugged into a monitor or a television of today's time makes these Xbox games age very well. A more sentimental reason to buy an HD modded Xbox is because these early 2000s games mark the pedigree of the games we play today, by driving stories in video games with more character facial animations that couldn't be pulled off in the video games of the 90s. With these older games, you'll notice some reoccurring themes recycled in big, recently released titles.
He's exiled, an outcast, banished. Until now, these outcasts have wandered the land as lost individuals.
These early Xbox games explored and experimented new game mechanics while balancing what was possible on the controller with comfort and ease as you sat on the living room couch. And another reason, these games are just simply fun. You got what you paid for.
Kovalev, give him a wake-up call.
Admittedly, it's a bit of the Wild West out there if you are trying to purchase this HD mod chip alone, or an Xbox with it installed already. But you have some options available to you. You can solder the HD chip inside your Xbox when one becomes available. Or you may find someone selling an Xbox console with the HD mod chip already installed. Some sellers will add in some more features for you with the high definition mod chip included. And some may go a step even further and paint the entire console to freshen it up a bit. But each seller I've seen has 3D printed the HDMI port bracket in the back of the Xbox, which does take time, effort, and resources.
Open and clear. Contact. Threat eliminated. Clear.
Roger. Securing hostage.
So you're not just paying for someone to open up an Xbox, plug in a chip, and close it back up for you. Someone is installing the mod chip for you, or it is you yourself, and you've got to take the time to do it right if that's the case. This is the perfect way to experience games for the original Xbox on the monitors and televisions we have these days. You can find a link to the HD Plus mod chip developed by Mech Assault in the description below of this video, and you may explore for yourself to find a console like this one with a mod chip installed. And as they say, fortune favors the brave.